ever get that feeling that someone on your screen is hiding something, like the backstory doesn't match the energy? Because that's exactly what I felt watching Sky Black last week. The way he moved, the way he danced, it was giving been there, done that energy. And I couldn't shake the feeling there's something that we don't know, or maybe something that we're not supposed to know. So I did some digging, and what I found, let's just say that Sky Black's secret past will absolutely shock you. Now, something has changed, right? And if you weren't watching closely, you definitely missed it. Last week, AMP didn't just dance, he commanded the stage. Right after that duo performance that he had with Fuego right in front of Dime's DJ booth. Y'all remember this, right? And I've got to be honest, his presence was smooth, his energy was controlled, and his movement was so precise. And we haven't really gotten this before, right? And he wasn't just confident, AMP seemed like he was seasoned, like he'd done this 100 times in front of bigger crowds and under brighter lights. And that's because he has. If you only know Sky Black from All the Queen's Men, you probably assumed he's just a solid actor with a little rhythm and good genetics. But if you know the real story, then you already understand. This man didn't come to Club Eden to learn how to dance. He came in ready. Sky is not a newcomer. He's not a TV rookie. He's a world-class dancer who's performed behind the icons. And I'm talking Beyonce, Mariah Carey, Rihanna, and Tamar Braxton, I think. Hell, well, it looked like Tamar. They all look alike these days. The long wigs, the fake butts. I don't know who's who at this point. I really can't tell the difference. But he didn't just dance in the background. He actually carried the show, literally. So if you notice this shift in his movement from last week's show, then you weren't imagining things. It's real and it was intentional. So let's go back here for just a moment. Sky was born in Miami, and from the jump, he was always different. And no, he didn't grow up trying to go viral on TikTok. He was watching Michael Jackson in his living room, and then he tried to figure out how to move just like that. So he wasn't chasing hip hop, he was chasing ballet. And let me repeat that for sis in the back. Sky trained in classical ballet. That means there was structure, there was posture, there was a whole lot of discipline. He studied at New World School of the Arts, and then he trained at the School of American Ballet. And that's not just any dance school. That's one of the most prestigious ballet institutions in the country. So the man earned his way in. Do you understand what it takes to get there? Technique, focus, years of sacrifice. So yeah, when he hit the stage with them, he didn't just dance, he performed. So fast forward to All the Queen's Men, Club Eden. Now his early performances there, it told a different story. When AMP started dancing at Club Eden, he was okay. He definitely had rhythm, he put in the effort, but he wasn't as polished as he is now. I mean, it was cute. You know, it fit the story. AMP had just gotten home from prison, right? He needed a job. So he took the gig at the club to stay afloat. And that showed in his movement, I think. I mean, he was a little stiff in some spots, a little too much force, not enough fluidity. But comparing that to what he did back then, let's be real, Sky was holding back. He had to, because what we saw last week in front of the booth with Fuego, that wasn't I'm trying to figure this out energy. That was I've been doing this since I was 5 energy. His footwork was clean, his lines were tight, his transitions seamless. And that's one thing about dancers with classical training. They don't just hit the moves, they control them. That was muscle memory, repetition, and experience. I just knew that something had changed. I mean, he's not acting like a dancer, he is a dancer. And when Sky posted this clip on Instagram, his fan base said exactly what I was thinking. One commenter said, "Had to remind folks, you've been him. Thanks for the repost, and I'm so glad that you saw it and liked it." And Sky replied, "Thank you for the support from day one, before anything and anyone." And Z Mullen stated, "Damn, wow." Would have never known. Meanwhile, we think you the new kid on the block. Spicy Hawk said, "You will always be the GOAT for carrying Mariah across that stage." Let's pause on that for just one moment. Carrying Mariah, let that sink in. You don't just get to carry Mariah Carey across the stage unless she trusts you, right? Unless you've proven yourself, unless you've already done the work. And now here we are, watching him perform in Eden like he just figured it all out. But nah, the real ones knew, and the rest of y'all are just catching up. Well, me too, because I had no clue. But it hasn't always been this way. Dancing may have saved his life. I mean, is that fair to say? And acting may have given it purpose. And I'm not being dramatic here. This man was homeless in Los Angeles, and not metaphorically, literally. He parked cars in the wee hours of the morning. He worked these temp jobs, and he stayed in sketchy motels just to make it to auditions. He even crashed at studios because he had nowhere else to go. And through it all, he still danced, he still trained, he still worked. And through all of that, Debbie Allen, yes, Debbie Allen, she saw his talent and then told him to pivot, lean into your acting, to use that movement to tell his stories, and he listened. So now we're watching a man who doesn't just know choreography, he knows character, and he doesn't just learn the lines, he brings them to life. But let's talk about what the show is not doing. The writers still have AMP acting like a confused little boy around dime. He's still trying to figure out where he belongs. Honestly, he's fresh out of rehab, right? And he's still being, underestimated in the club. Meanwhile, in real life, this man has toured the world, trained in elite ballet, worked with the biggest entertainers alive. So the character and the actor are on two very different levels right now. And they should be. But here's the question. How long are they going to keep playing Skye like a side character? Clearly, he's leading man material. I mean, do we need more storylines with the central focus on AMP? And I know that they have to rotate the plot, but we need more AMP. I've always wondered why they haven't had their own show, he and KJ. I don't know, I'm just saying. So last week wasn't the start of something new. It was actually the return of something real. And Skye didn't change. He's just stopped holding back, I think. And now that we've seen it, we can't unsee it. So y'all tell me this, did you notice the shift? Or are you still thinking that this man is just AMP from the club? Because over here at Ruthless TV, we got the receipts and his resume, okay? And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And if you're a fan of all the Queen's men like I am, then go ahead and sub to this channel for more videos just like this one. Thank you so much for tuning in to Ruthless TV tonight, you guys, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.